Yo, what is up YouTube? It is your boy here, Carrot Fiber, aka the Real Big Flare, and today I'm back with yet another gaming video. And today we're gonna be playing Beavis and Butthead on the Sega Genesis. Now there is a lot to say about this game. There's a lot of cool parts and there's a lot of not so fun parts. Let's go ahead and start off, and I'm gonna let y'all watch the intro here so you can get a little bit of taste about what the game's about. Right, here we go. Enjoy this intro here. It's actually kind of cool.
We're there, dude.
Hope y'all enjoying this intro here. Basically, as you can tell now from this intro here, you're going to be going all over the town trying to pick up pieces of the GWAR tickets for the boys. Now, in this game, let's just start off with this. In order to do anything, you're going to have to go over here and pick up this TV remote. But before I show you what you do with that, let's go in here and I'm going to go ahead and help you out. If you look underneath the bed here, you'll find a pair of pants. You hit your start button and you can equip anything that you need. But before you start any of the levels, when you join the level, you need to automatically pause the game and switch to that. Beavis has the powers of burps. Now his attack isn't very long range, but also it's pretty fast and rapid. If you switch to Butthead, which all you have to do is just hit start and then hit the B button. Butthead has reach on his. He does the power of farts. Which will definitely come in handy. They both play a big part in this game. Both of their attacks do. So let's go ahead and start this. Beavis has the remote, so we are going to pause, switch back, and go in. Here are the stages you're going to be able to do: Turbo Mall, GWAR Concert, Drive-In, Highland School, Hospital, and Burger World, the street. Burger World is obviously where they work at, but I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit about Turbo Mall. Now, as you're in these levels, if you go over here and hit sucks, it will automatically back you out. And any of the items that you needed that you have collected through the mission will automatically be erased. So definitely don't do that. It's not worth it. Let's go ahead and switch to the burp powers. We're about to come up on the enemies. Now, if you were to back up just a little bit, the enemies will reset. And so you'll have to fight 2 enemies instead of just the 1. And these enemies do rapidly respawn. So the slightest backing up will just reset them and you'll have to keep fighting more and more. And every time you do kill an enemy in this game, it is very generous with health. Right here is the pet shop. You'll need this key up here, but you can't get it quite yet. You'll need this snake, which costs 50 cents, I do believe, or $50. Let me take a look here. I think it's 50 cents or $50, one of the two. You need this snake in order to get the GWAR ticket from the 2nd floor of the mall, where you can get where you go into the army recruitment station, which I'll be showing you that as well. You will get that, and then you will go in there and show the army recruiter the snake, which he will then hide behind the desk, leaving it able for you to get the GWAR ticket. But you need to also be careful with any money that you do get, because if you are not, you won't even be able to complete this game if you spend it all. you spend too much of your money, you won't be able to complete it. Here is where the Guar ticket is. One of the Guar tickets you can get is underneath this, but you can't grab it yet. So let's go over here, and I'm going to show you how you can make extra money. During this game, you will come across items that you could take to this man here. Pawn shop. But you'll need to talk to him. You need to equip it, then talk to him. While also being careful of all of these items that are constantly being flung at you. Even that woman that is walking, you need to be careful for. Also, if you do have the money, right here is a machine gun, which actually gives you a lot of range. I highly recommend getting this one, but if you need $1, okay, see? So, but if you grab it, as soon as you click on it, you will spend the money for it. And like I said earlier, if you spend too much money, you will actually not be able to complete the game. You just ruin it for yourself. So let's go ahead and go in here. I'm trying to show you all the different areas. It's actually quite a massive area for a Genesis game. You know, for just a simple Beavis and Butthead game, they actually added so much detail on the Sega Genesis version. Same thing goes with the Super, which I will be showing that soon as well. Later on in the game, you will be able to do all kind of stuff through here as well. You see where I just picked up that spitball launcher off of that table? It's probably the best free gun you could possibly get on this game, due to the fact it does have a lot of reach. Reach is everything on here. Now, if you look at the top corners, you'll see where Beavis has been hit a few times, and now he's weaker. The more damage that you do take, you'll notice their faces start to change. So in order to save Beavis through here, I'm going to go ahead and equip Butthead. This Butthead is full health. This game is 2 players, but if you decide to play 2 players, you will have to be on sync with each other on perfect freaking timing. Because if you're not, then there is no switching over to protect your health. There is none of that. So let's just go ahead and back on out of here and go on home, since we now have all of the stuff that we need. And as you see, Butthead does have reach on his attacks. That's one reason I like him. But that's the same guy we just fought literally a minute ago. He just respawned because we ended up backing up a little too far. But this game is generous with the health. You just gotta end up getting them. You gotta defeat the enemies. And you can end up completely re-healing yourself. The food items you will get are hamburgers and hot dogs. You will get fries later on in the game, but those are specifically for cooking. And as you see, we just now got defeated by him. This is what happens when you get defeated. In their Burger World outfit. Alright, so let's go up here. We grab this. Let's check Beavis. Ah, see, all the items we just collected from there are now gone. Which, that's cool. Let's switch to Beavis. Oh, that's right, we can't because he don't have the remote. Butthead now does. So let me go ahead and show you the Highland High School. Let's do that. Oh crap, I got the switch, no wonder. There we go, get him off of me so I can get some heals. If you smash your A button, which will project you to be able to run faster, which is a big bonus in this game, because you'll be, if you want to just grind through them, you can just switch to your run and go clean through a lot of these enemies. She's the only one that seems like she's not affected by the farts. Whew! You can jump some of these, but it's so hard to jump some of these attacks that you're better off just taking the hit. And as you see now, me fighting this guy, Beavis does not have a lot of range. There we go. Underneath the desk, we got pawnable items. Yep, you'd be surprised who's afraid of snakes, which is the army recruiter. Now, also, when we get to this one area that I'm about to show you next, you're going to find it kind of hard to get through it, which is Burger World. And in order to get inside, you're going to have to learn a passcode, which there is no indication at all throughout this game of what that passcode might be. But I'm here to tell you that it is, in fact, called Butthead. That is the password to get in. It's your name. But the bad thing is there's nothing that tells you that. So you gotta pretty much just use your imagination. Dang it. I'm gonna be in a pit of constantly getting clapped right there. There we go. Principal's office, let's go. There's the Gore ticket. But obviously you can't get it right now. You have to get items in order to complete parts of the game. So different items will help you get the Gore tickets that you need. But right there is where the second one is, or depending on how you start, of course. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. And also these items here are items for quests as well too. So you might find yourself having an item that you need, and you're like, what does this go for? And you can't figure it out. And chances are it's going for a quest. Like, you got a lot of keys you will pick up through the game, a lot of different items you will have to use in order to progress into the game. One more hit and Beavis is folded. There we go. It is so hard to dodge a lot of these attacks, just because they repeat themselves. See? This game is quite difficult, in fact. It's not an easy game, by any means. Now let's go ahead and click on this. And now we did the high school, we did the Turbo Mall. Let's do Burger World. Oh my gosh, get away from me. Oh, that's right, I didn't hit pause and switch it yet. You're going to want to do that with every time you load in. There we go, he takes quite a bit of a beating. But one cool thing about this too is that it is in fact a Genesis game. But what's really cool is that they added so much more to this game. Like all these cutscenes, the map, the going across and back and forth. They did so much. Wait a minute, did I even do it? There we go. B, oh dang it. B, U, T, T, H, oh dang it, I did the wrong one. H, E, A, D, Butthead, there we go. Now we're in Burger World. There we go, we can cook some fries though. See how we pick those up? Go back over here, pick them up. Boom! Put them in. Put the headset on. See, so there's all kinds of stuff you can do right through here. And of course you'll need to do that to progress in the game as well too. there's all kind of neat little stuff you can do throughout this game. Need to go over here and get this. There we go. Yeet. Alright. We got the wrap, we got the headset. Oh, there we go. Must not have had it switched a minute ago. So see, every time you back out, you will have to redo everything. So I'm not even worried about it. I want to show y'all as much of this game as possible. Because it's really a great game. It's just a challenging game. If you think you're going to get into this game and just do whatever, it's quite hard. Trying to remember how to do that right there. I can't remember how to do that one, but that's okay. I wanted to mainly show y'all this area. Oh, wrong way. And all the enemies do in fact respawn. Every single time you move, you will have to redo everything. Every time you get killed, you gotta re-pick up everything. Like you see, all that stuff I picked up, I no longer have. And you have to go to the pawn shop to get extra money and stuff, which you need. Let's go ahead and go to the street, show you a little bit of that. This stage here is actually even on the Game Gear version. It's not as detailed as this one. But as you see here, we have Hank, or the voice of Hank right there, Mike Judd. We got him there. Yeah. Go down in the sewer here. You want to be super careful. Woo! It's a good platformer, it really is. It does platforming really well. The problem is, with this game, is that there's not, it's a bit difficult. That's the problem. I'll say that, it's a bit difficult. It's not an easy game. If you think this game is going to be easy, no. Even the Game Gear version, which is what I'm going to be doing next, is actually quite hard as well. But a lot of the problem in this game is you have to actually be super cautious with your money. And there's no indication that if you spend too much money, you won't be able to beat the game. So you gotta really watch how much you spend. You gotta watch what items you buy, because if you buy certain items, it will prevent you from doing the other items, which you will need in order to complete the game. So there's a lot of stuff in here you want to avoid doing, and there's no real way of knowing it except for trial and error. But you'll need your $3 to get to this guy. Once you get through here and you give him your $3, there is a pair of binoculars back there that you can sell to the pawn shop for extra money. But you will have to have every little thing done before you can do anything, really. Grab the pants. There we go. Grab the camera. If you go over here to where it says War, it will show you how many tickets and pieces that you do have and the password. This is a password game, so there is no real saving other than your passwords. And the passwords aren't really technically saving. I mean, they're more or less check marks. Is a good way to put them. So let's go ahead and go to... We did the high school, yeah. Let's do the hospital. Oh crap, I forgot to hit that. There we go. It's really important that you grab that spitball launcher, because that thing is really worth having, for real. Because of the reach. But Beavis doesn't have the reach with his burps. what Butthead does with the farts. So he is super convenient. So if you eat your burger and come in here, there you go, that's how you're going to do that. One thing that I do love about this game is, in fact, the graphics. The graphics are super cool. And the stuff you can do in it, like you see me riding this right here, how cool is that, huh? Oh, he got me. And the cutscenes. The cutscenes are absolutely awesome. The graphics in this game, for a Genesis game, for any kind of system, really, absolutely awesome. I love how they throw in their voices here and there. They have little catchphrases in the game. A little bit of voice acting, I guess you'd say. And then just the overall explorability of the game. The background. You really want to pay a lot of attention in this game. And not just because it's a hard game, but because it's also an enjoyable game. And it's also one of those games that you have to learn the moves. Like you see Butthead's range right there. Versus Beavis's range. And when you let the game just idle, they do funny stuff like that right there. You know, look how colorful this game is. If you go up there and you look at the health bar, as you take damage, your face changes. There's so much cool stuff to this game. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. The only reason I'm giving it a 7 is because it is pretty hard. I mean, it's not an easy game at all. There's nothing easy about this game. Just dodging the shopping carts and all of the different types of attacks, dodging those alone is super hard. Jumping over them, you're going to take more damage than you're going to ever avoid. Getting the weapons is going to be hard. That's another reason I gave it just a 7. The fact that there is no indication of the password for the restaurant, and the fact that there's no indication that if you spend too much money, then you done messed up the game. There's no indication that if you do things in a different order, then it messes up the game. So that's why another reason I'm giving it a 7. Graphically, it's super impressive for the Sega Genesis. I mean, really well put together game. It's just insanely hard. If y'all like this video and you want to see more, let me know in the comment section down below. I will be doing all the Beavis and Butthead games, even the one for the Game Gear, which is even free.